Alright, welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be finishing up Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So we last left off, we've cleared 4 dungeons and the color dungeon. We did the initial setup for the 5th dungeon, which is located down here in Martha's Bay. But most importantly, while we were doing the color dungeon, we got enough rupees. Let's go buy us that bow. Alright, 980 rupees. And just like that, we are broke again. So now, where the rupees were, he stocks with arrows. How much are you? Jeez. Nope, I'm just gonna put that back. I do not have 1,280 rupees to just throw away. Alright, so before we rush off to the next dungeon, just double check that there's nothing in there. Looks like we're all good to go. Yeah, warping down here will be the quickest way. Real quick, I just want this off of the ocarina. One second. Okay. And into, personally, I think my least favorite dungeon, simply because of how you get the item in this dungeon. It's just kind of overly complicated. I'm taking a lot of damage today. Alright, there we go, the compass right off the bat. Oh, I did not lower it. Okay. Alright, so there's a key in this room. You'll notice that now I'm killing these skeletons in one hit, where it was taking 2 before, and that is because we got the Red Mail of Power in the Color Dungeon, which you would have seen in my last stream, which is available on YouTube if you want to go back and watch how I started all this. Okay, so this room right here is the mini-boss room, and will be the room where we get the item for this dungeon. However, you'll notice that there are 4 green tiles. It's because this is the 4th room where we have to fight that enemy. And that's what makes this dungeon kind of annoying, is the mini-boss has taken the item, and you can't get it back without defeating him 4 times. So I believe this room, I can't do anything. Okay, that room's just a dead end. There's one room up here that... Okay, it's the room to the left of here. I can't do anything in. Also, you may notice that the red slimes, the red gels, are now no longer splitting when I attack them, because my damage has been upped. And so here we have one green tile, which makes this the first room, where we are fighting the Stalfos Knight. He's pretty easy. You just knock him down, hit him with a bomb. Three hits, and he decides that he just wants to leave. And this is where you're supposed to get the dungeon item. But like I mentioned, I've got what was inside this box. Come and get it if you can. Master Stalfos. Alright, so I needed to kill that slime in here, because you have to kill all of the enemies in this room to open the door, and that one slime can create a problem. Here's my run button, there we go. This button opens up that door over there, but I've blocked off that pathway. You'll also notice that there's a bit of a knockback effect now to my sword attacks, which I'm not super fond of, but the extra power is what makes it really good. So over here, you'll see that there's a chest that I can't get to. It's because we're going to need the item from this dungeon in order to access it. I believe I can get this one. It's just very tricky. There we go. And it's just 50 rupees. Alright, so there, we've killed him again. So this will be boss room 3, which again, doesn't do us much good, considering that the dungeon item is currently being held by the Stalfos. So there we get the map. Map will help us out. I believe I need to go down here. This will be room number 2. And then come back up here to room number 3. Alright, so back down here. We stepped on the switch already, which opened up this door, so now rematch time. Gulp, you found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that? Hey there, Lady Liliana. You haven't missed much. I've pretty much just... I'm about, I don't know, halfway through this dungeon. But it's the first dungeon back. This is our second time fighting this mini-boss in this dungeon, which he's about to leave again, I believe. Yep, one more bomb should make him want to leave. And then we gotta go hunt him down and fight him a third time. Which he's right in here. And then if you had seen at the beginning, we've already found the fourth room. It was very early on in the dungeon. One more. And down he goes. I actually want to go this way. That's not worth it. I'm tired of trying to fight that guy and losing so poorly. Alright, so down here... We're basically heading almost all the way back to the entrance. Back through here. Past these guys. Back through this little puzzle. And fight number 4. And this should do it. No more running. And as a reward, we get the hook shot. So the hook shot is a fantastic weapon. It can stun enemies from afar. And the little Helmasaur beetles that have the metal mask that protect them, this can actually bypass that and just yank the mask off of them. Which makes them vulnerable from all attacks. So like, I'll give an example here. Whoop. They do move a little faster after you take their mask away, but such is the price you pay for easy attacks. We got a chest back here that now we can just hook shot over to. 100 rupees. This actually opens up the entire rest of this dungeon for us. There's a chest in this room. Okay, so we got the Owl's Stone Beak. Go ahead and sneak past here. And zip across there. And this should take us to... oh, a room with a key. Just take those. So there we see arrows as an item, which is good to note because we're going to probably need arrows for something. And then once back across. So there's this little thing here. It looks like an accordion. It's actually a bridge, just folded up. And we can use the hook shot to get that. And this will take us to another mini-boss. This is like my least favorite mini-boss. It just takes a long time. Here I've got their cycles kind of disrupted. Getting a lot of hits in on that back one. Alright, there's one down. Just a few more hits should do it. He's gonna want to be aggressive. And there we go. Not my favorite mini-boss. Which I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking that this area that I'm in might actually be taking me to the boss door. Yeah, see, like, I don't have the key here for this. I'll go ahead and step on him. Get me a free heart. Oh, I accidentally went right back down that staircase. We should be able to push, yeah. Push that to go down. Refill my arrows. We still got a little bit left to explore this dungeon. Just ignore all of you. Go past here. I haven't gone down this stairs yet. Which I believe... Oh gosh. It either takes me over here, or it takes me to that. And we'll find out. There's Cheep Cheeps, another Mario item. Okay, so this did take me over here. Which is not the room I need to be in. So I'm actually going to backtrack out. Right. So I actually need to come back in here. Now that I have the hook shot, I'm going to dive down in this pool of water, which is a secret hidden staircase. And here we're getting to see bloopers, which again, another enemy from Mario. And here we have a room that we needed the hook shot to open up another bridge. This should be the master key, the boss key. Nightmare key. I was close. Okay, we'll go back down here. We got a few more chests to open up. Just to finish off this dungeon. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Hook shot up here. Key in this room, which we will need to access the final boss. Go back across. Here's another chest. 50 more rupees. And that should clear up everything. Now we just have to go to the boss himself. Which for this, we're going to have to do this little trick here. Open this. And we'll go back down through this staircase. So once more past the Cheep Cheeps. I believe if they jump up underneath of you, it actually counts as like stepping on them. Similar to the Goombas. You don't get a guaranteed heart, but it does kill them immediately. Just checking to see if I can get a heart container real quick. Not a heart container, heart piece. not heart piece either. A heart. God, I got hit. Just ignore you. And we are able to push this block. So essentially they were showing you that you kind of want the bow and arrow by this point. But if you don't have it, you're still able to get through this dungeon. Because that staircase was locked away by the Gomas, which you kill with the bow and arrow. So, you are the outsider, come to wake the windfish. Hee, I shall eat you. I actually really like this boss, but its fight can be a little annoying. Also, this thing is really kind of derpy looking, because it's like sideways mouth. This is the slime eel. So essentially we have to wait for him to get to the side that we're on. And then we're going to hookshot him. Like this. Oh. I'm used to being able to slash through his mouth and hit him, but that doesn't work on this version. Just barely missed it there. Got that. And he's defeated. These bosses go down so much quicker when we have the powered up sword, the red mail. Tisk, tisk, you don't seem to know what kind of island this is. Kihihi, what a fool. Kihihi. And with that, the 5th dungeon is down. Go ahead and pick up our heart container. And get our next instrument. The Wind Marimba. Shrine. The island's secret in the shrine. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey. So, speaking of the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, that is a reference to an old game show called Legends of the Hidden Temple. And for some reason, the Shrine of the Silver Monkey was one of the challenges that was the hardest. You just had to assemble a monkey, like a statue of a monkey that was 3 pieces. And these kids that would play this show just couldn't seem to do it. Alright, so we got a few things we gotta clear up real quick. But in addition to being unable to assemble this monkey, they did I really don't want to call it a reboot. But they would call it that, a reboot of the series. And in the reboot, the kids made fun of the fact that they had to assemble this monkey. But, like, it was, they made it, instead of a game show, they made it to, like, an action, like, movie. And, so, like, the kids were in, like, a giant pyramid, and they had to figure out a way to get around it, to get around this one room, which had this silver monkey statue. And they just had to assemble the monkey. They make fun of the fact that it shouldn't be that hard to assemble, but then none of them are able to assemble it. Which was just a kind of a play on it being one of the hardest things. So the reason that we're coming back over here is because we're going to continue the trading quest, which we kind of slacked off on a little. We'll go around here, and we see Mr. Wright. Oh, Mr. Wright, we're not ready for this one yet. We're one away from this. Okay. So we have to go around here. Oh, we could do quite a few things actually back here. Nope, it's not this one. In one of these houses is a lady who is very much looking... Here we go. Oh, there's also a secret seashell in here. Oh, you brought me a hibiscus. How sweet. Well, since you are such a gentleman, I have a request to make of you. Will you listen? Yes. I would like you to take this letter to a Mr. Wright who lives on the border of the mysterious forest. Okay, so now we have the letter. We have to go take this to Mr. Wright. I want to say that it's in here, and I just don't know how to get it. I don't think there's anything in this house, is there? This is the quote-unquote... Yeah. So this house looks abandoned, but there's a person right there. We just can't see them yet. And then this is the bear that we gave the pineapple. No. We gave him bananas. And he gave us the pineapple. Alright. I do want to go down here. We had seen that cave previously. Apparently there was a secret seashell over there somewhere. So we had seen this cave, but we hadn't solved it, essentially. Well, now's our time to do so. So I believe I'm supposed to go around first. I didn't want to pick that up, but I got it anyways. Okay. So you're supposed to come over here and blow up the that rock there so that you can hookshot across. However, I'm going to show off a neat trick. So in the original game, if you had the bow and the bombs, you can combine them to make bomb arrows. You just basically push both buttons at the same time, and it launches a bomb on top of an arrow. Get my feather back. I keep hitting the right trigger, right bumper for, Okay, so there is a secret seashell somewhere. I want to say it's up at the top here. Nope, it doesn't actually trigger up here. Yep, and when I jump down, it does. Which actually leads me to believe that I remember having trouble with this one. And I want to say that it's weird. I want to say that it's got something to do with you to like throw something in the water or something. Regardless, I'm not desperate for it right now. More importantly, we want to continue the trading quests. So off we go. Drinking water and accidentally canceled the warp. So I mentioned before that I couldn't do anything in this tree cave, but now I can, because I have the hook shot. I could have gotten to this treasure chest as soon as I got in the Pegasus boots, but if I wanted this piece of heart, I would need the hook shot. And now I go back. And we'll just head around the corner to Mr. Wright's house. Ah, I didn't want the acorn. So, part of the reason I don't really care for the acorn... Oh, there's something over here? See, the mushroom respawns, so I can easily pick up another one. Which essentially is just if I run out of powder, I can give her a mushroom again to get more powder. There we go. I was about to say, I don't think it's down there. We got it. And that puts us at 19. Oh. But we need 25 to get to the next one, so we're still not really close. Anyways, Mr. Wright. So here we've given him his love letter. What's this? A letter for me? I'm so happy. And look, the letter came with a photograph. Oh. I hope you like goats. That's not who sent that picture. She's so beautiful. I must give you something for your trouble. Well, it looks like all I have is this broom. How will that be? Works for me, bud. We know someone who wants a broom. The little old lady. So now we will warp again. But real quick before I do that, I'm actually going to come up here. I don't remember if there's a warp spot here. Guess there is not. Ow. Oh, doesn't eat your shield. Interesting. Secret seashell. So there we see a piece of heart. We'll be able to get that later. But inside here are some treasure chests that we can snag. ₹50. And ₹20. Alright, so now that we gotten those, let's warp on out of here. So, I don't know if you guys noticed earlier when I was in Animal Village, the old lady has now migrated out there. I personally actually really like the idea that these characters move as the game progresses. Yahoo! Yahoo! A new broom? For me, it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, in return, you can have this fishing hook I found I swept by the riverbank. There we go. Exchange the broom for the fishing hook. What will it become? So for the fishing hook, we actually don't have to travel that far. Just underneath this bridge. Oh, what is that you have in your hand? It's not a fishing hook, is it? You had better let me have it. I'll give you my next catch if you let me have it. Yeah, sure. Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. My, that's a big one. And the fishing hook turned into a necklace. Lucky. Alright, so we're almost at the end of this trading sequence here. We just have to give the necklace for the last item. Well, the necklace for the first part of the last item. Ah, that's it. That's my necklace. Give it back. I will give you a scale as I said. Yeah, okay. Promise you'll only take one. You returned the necklace and got a scale of the mermaid's tail. How will you use it? So, ideally, you're supposed to have talked to her earlier. You find that she's missing missing her necklace and wants it back, and she promises to give you a scale. And then there's the artist in Animal Village who is trying to figure out a way to finish his next art piece. And ultimately, the thought is you would give the scale to him, but instead of the scale, he wants you to just go ahead and place it into his unfinished sculpture, which is right around the corner from here. We're just going to have to use the hook shot to get to it. Which again is why I put a lot of this off, is because we really can't finish most of this until you have the hook shot. So now here we go. Put the scale into the mermaid statue. And it reveals a staircase. Oh. And so you can kind of hear that there was something there, and you saw I got hurt, but we couldn't see what hurt me. Well, the magnifying lens will let us see things we couldn't see before. Like all these hidden monsters. So the magnifying lens would actually let us get one of the strongest weapons in the game. The downside is that we would have to give up our shovel. And that's not really a good idea until we get the upgraded sword. Alright, so if we go back in here, this was a abandoned house. But now we can see that there's a person here. Huh? You could see me? You must have a magnifying glass. I'm not a troublemaker, I just want to live in peace. I'll give you this if you promise to keep your mouth shut. Secret seashell. A promise is a promise, okay? Hey, you should head out to the cave at Tarambo Shores. Use magnifying glass there and you'll find someone else like me. So that's basically telling us that there's a cave at the beach back where we first started the game. And in there is another monster that is willing to trade our shovel for a boomerang. You got the letter to my dearest Mr. Wright? Bravo! Sorry, bravo. I'm not kidding when I say this means a lot to me. I want you to have this seashell as thanks. Alright, so that's the seashell. Which puts us at 23. Hey! Yeah? Okay. Sorry about that. My niece decided to come in and tell me what she was doing. I see my other niece down the hallway waving at me. Hi, Nora. Alright. So, I don't super feel like going and finding 2 more seashells. Even though I know we're going to be coming up right by one. So up here in this top corner is a seashell. Top right corner under the rock. So that's one. But more importantly, it's time to go down here. So this is going to be like a little mini dungeon that gets us the key that opens the next dungeon. First things first. There is, I believe, over here, behind one of these, there it is, a secret stairway. And that gives us another seashell. Alright, so now we have a reason to go to the Seashell Mansion. We have 25, that will get us our next reward. Which I think 25 might be the amount for the upgraded sword. That said, where we're going next, we don't need a sword. Oh, it's really gonna make me pick it up. Okay. Pass one more Armos Knight. Thank you. And here you can see it's giving us arrows. So let's go ahead and equip our bow and arrow. And we have the Master Armos Knight. So now that we've broken his shield, he can't guard from our arrows. 2 arrows is enough to take him down. And we get the face key. Alright. Light up this room. And here we see a mural on the back wall. To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human, monster, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish, much like a bubble on a needle. Castaway, you should know the truth. What? Illusion? And so that is giving us a hint that there's a bit more going on here than you would originally think. Oh, hey, look, it's our good buddy Spoiler Owl. Hoot, I see you have read the relief. While it does say the island is but a dream of the windfish, no one is really sure. Just as you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it, so you cannot tell if this is a dream until you awaken. The only one who knows for sure is the windfish. Trust your feelings. Someday you will discover the answer. Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. Thanks, Spoiler Owl. Alright, so we're gonna warp over to the Seashell Mansion and go ahead and do that. Yeah, I already got that seashell. So in we go. Stand on the platform. There it rises. Oh, we needed 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, I wasn't thinking correctly. Okay. 5 more shells. Then we get our upgraded sword. So, first things first, I happen to know that we can go over here for a secret treasure. Hey, it's a seashell. So I actually want to come up here because it's time to check out one last mini game in this game. Also, I guess I never activated this warp point. So this was a weird seashell that I don't think I ever really knew about until like quite some time. If you throw a bomb in the hole, you get a secret seashell. So that's 1 down. Now we can use the hook shot to cross over here. And we're gonna have the River Rapids minigame. You there, want to go on a raft ride for 100 rupees? Sure. There are 2 ways to ride the rapids. With the Rapids Raid, the goal is to pick up as many items as you can. The other way is the Rapids Race, where you try and get the end as fast as you can. Which course will we be doing today? Rapids Raid. Alright, Rapids is ready for you outside. Let's go. So now we hop on this raft, And away we go. So, interestingly enough, in the original version of this, you just had to maneuver. But with this, you can use the hook shot to kind of pull yourself around. And then you just have to jump and navigate and grab items. Alright. I want to go upwards. I am just hitting all sorts of wrong buttons. Let's see if I can get back. There we go. Get those rupees, all that. And up here is where I want to be. Because on this is a secret seashell. Alright, and with that, that's pretty much everything. There's a piece of... Oh, I guess there's a piece of heart that I have to be on the ride to get. But I'll get those on a second pass. As you can clearly see, like, I'm getting tons of rupees, so it's definitely paying for itself. Alright, and then this will end it. No more grabbing stuff. The rapid raids is over. You want another go? Yeah, let's go one more. Alright, he's gonna tell us the same stuff. We're gonna be doing rapid raid. So, I believe you get a piece of heart for doing rapid race and getting under a certain amount of time. Which is kind of why these posts are here. So we want to go down this way to get this piece of heart. So that was our fourth piece of heart, which gives us another heart container. And then get up here to get this chest, which just has some money in it. Got 20 rupees. And you are far from any secrets. Alright, come back down this path. Get us all these rupees. Again, I'm not super worried about money. I'm just snagging what I can. There we go. Alright, we definitely came out with a profit on that. And don't ride again. So in the original, you didn't just get to like immediately redo it after you did the games. You would have to come down here and you would take this path of no return. And that gets you a heart piece. Which, at the end of this takes you back up to the top. I actually don't really want to do the rapids again. So let's warp. We actually have something we have to do over here, so we're going to warp over here. We don't have to do this right now, but it's here, it's easy. Let's get it out of the way. There's a seashell around here somewhere. Oh, you know what? I forgot. You can hide things in trees now. So that puts us at 29. We are 1 away. Alright, so here we have the sign challenge. Start here, go this way. Essentially, you just walk until you hit the sign it's telling you. So here we'll get this one. Go this way. Go this way. See, now this is where we would have been stuck, because we need the hook shot to get across here. Go this way. Oh. Wrong button. So it was north of this, which means we're going to go around to this one. Go this way. Now this is where it gets tricky, because you're going to the sign that's off of where it's based, not where you are. So we want this one. Go this way. This is going to send us, I believe, to the right. Go this way. Go up. Go left. Go down. Go right. Go down. Go left. And I believe this is the end. Great, you did it. Your reward is this way. And here we have Mamu. Ribbit, ribbit, I am Mamu on vocals. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Everybody knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? For 300 rupees, we'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cut. What do you say? Let's do it, bud. Been a wonderful audience, no encores, Croc. We learned the Frog's Song of Soul. It's a moving tune. It can even liven up unliving things. You play the song, you'll make everything around you feel more alive. We'll need to know that for later. Alright, so let's go warp back down to Animal Village. So now we have almost all of the map full except for that one little section up there, which, spoilers, it's the Windfish's egg. And hopefully, if I can finish through some of this quick enough, we'll be getting there tonight. Alright, so I know that there is supposed to be something here. Yep. I don't think it's off any of that. It's definitely like right here. Alright, so I can't throw anything over that. I dug up all of this stuff. You know what? I wonder. Yep, gotta perform for the walrus. And that makes the walrus think of Marin.
Can I have one of your snacks over there?
You may have to go ask Amy if you can have one of those snacks.
But Mama said we have to ask you.
If your mama says it's okay, you can.
Okay.
And so the walrus, upset that we are not Marin, gives us a seashell. Alright, so now that we have that... Yes, that was me interacting with my two nieces. They want some snacks from my pantry. Alright, so once more in here, and let us get this reward. Upgraded sword? Nope, it's a piece of rock. I don't care about that, which means we gotta get 10 more. So, we're not getting the sword anytime soon. I can hear those kids crying. I don't think they got the snack that they wanted. From the sound of it, they are just heartbroken. Okay, enough of that. You know what? I don't even want to deal with you. I'm just gonna go ahead and rock to the face. I think I can kill you with a bow and arrow. Yeah. And they really do lock progression behind items in this game. So like there you see, we couldn't have gotten across that without the hook shot. Which means we could have done everything up to this without it, but we needed the hook shot. So here we unlock the Face Dungeon. Face Shrine, I think? I actually really like this dungeon. It's goofy, it's weird. The item in it's not great, but the dungeon itself is kind of fun. And here we're gonna see Wizrobes. Oh, right. These guys need to be hit with arrows. And here we see the elephant statue. It's heavier than heavy. Current strength won't cut it. So, we're going to need to find something that'll help us be able to lift the elephant statues. Also, the music in this dungeon is just kind of eerie and haunting. I believe I want this to go up. So also you can see that door down there is sealed, but it has the pot symbol, which means we have to throw something at it. So we'll go ahead and open that door. We'll take a walk around here. Oh, this is where we start getting into these chess pieces. Those chess pieces were the bane of my existence as a child. I had no idea what made them work or function. And it wasn't until much later that I finally figured it out that it's so easy. And that opens up a passageway. Alright, so those giant glowy orb guys aren't too much of a problem. So long as you just stay out of their way. One more. See, now, I'm really glad I put down the blue blocks, because I would have needed them to get to here. And we already have our upgrade. The Power Bracelet. You feel like you could lift an elephant. Hurt, hurt, hurt. Which I really don't think there's anything outside of these elephants. Like, this dungeon really is the only thing that has these items that we needed the upgrade for. And see, now I can go in here, which I could get that, and open this. So I could use the elephant to open up the room below us, but it just has a chest that we've already opened. So we've really not explored much. I'm going to hit this, and I will drop another bomb because I believe I want it swapped back again. And we will go this way this time. Oh, no, okay. As I say, don't tell me I messed up, but there's a switch. I was thinking I had to kill all enemies to get out of this room. And one more. And we get the map. once again, I had a good choice for which ones to leave up and down, because now I can access this room. And here we have the compass. So this shows us the upper path of this. Alright, so I need to put red down. I love that little pitter-patter. It's so satisfying. Switch back to my bow, because I saw these guys. And there's a key. If I remember correctly, that was one of the biggest problems of this dungeon for younger me, was there seemed like there wasn't enough keys to go around. So real quick, I do want to come back through here, because this treasure chest has the stone beak. I don't need the stone beak, but it would bug me that there's a treasure chest I didn't have open. So now let's come around through here and open this door. So here we'll get to see this example. I need it to land on black, so I will stand here. Okay, so it moves essentially from where you place it, the movements of a chess piece. So of the knight chess piece, which is 2 forward and 1 diagonal up. And hey, look at that. Secret seashell. Okay. So now from here, I no longer need to kill these guys. Yeah, I can't go down there. So I will have to burn an arrow. Which is fine. So now I haven't gone in here. Oh, no, I did go in there. There's nothing behind that, is there? Yeah, I didn't think there was anything behind that. Okay, so we have not gone anywhere to the right. That is our next goal. So let's go ahead and take this shortcut. Ignore all of them. And here we have a classic staple of Zelda's now. Flying tile rooms. Which I hope to do a stream coming up soon of Link to the Past Randomizer. And if I do that, you will get to see some interesting things you can do with a tile room. Alright, so we wouldn't be able to get far here because we need this to open up that. We also have a key that we can go north with, but I'm going to start with this. So, fun fact, you can actually set a bomb here. If you time it right, you can actually take out multiple guys. I can't seem to time it right. There we go. One bomb took out 3 guys. This fourth one, I will just take out with bow and arrow. Took a couple of tries, but I got there. And this is the wrong way. Alright, so I just need to remember that I need to swap the things. I don't want to be here yet. Okay, I'll come back to this room, because I know some other stuff that happens along the way. And I have a key, so I can go ahead and go here. And as you can see, there is a bombable wall. The game gives you some bombs. It wants you to know that you can bomb this wall. And this is a mini-boss. One of my favorite mini-bosses, actually. Come on. So, he likes to play fetch. Or I guess catch, rather. The idea is you kind of want to pin him in a corner and just keep bouncing the ball off of his face. But even if you don't, he's not too hard to fight. So that gives us a teleport back to the entrance. And look at that, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. So you'll notice that it says that there's a way up, but there's no path, like there's no room above it. This actually puts you on a loop cycle that would take us back down. Alright, so here we're going to need a key. I'll just make an impenetrable shield of sword slashing. And there we get the key. Which I believe this will take us on the path up and around. So we'll go this way. Here we need to break the door with a pot. Here we have these two. You know what? There we go. Okay. You, there. You, there. And down a staircase. So, as you can see, the closer we get to these guys, they get angry. Yeah, we'll just speed through. Fun trick about these rabbits. We can play music. And it immediately kills them all. Because they got big ol' ears. So this puts us here. We want to go up. I don't need that heart. Hey, here's something that we can break away. So there's you, and right, I'm gonna need to open this up. Because the way he wants to bounce, I've got to go a specific way. 300 rupees. Hey, we're almost able to buy that stone that was, what, 1,280? So there... No? Right, okay. So I want to be here. There we go. So now we've changed that stone as well, which will be good reference for later. Before I accidentally whip out my ocarina and play music in the middle of this. Alright, so now if we go to the south, we have another boss fight. Which we've seen these guys before. Eat the bomb. Oh, he didn't want that. How about you eat that? There we go. There you go. Now we have to wait for them to be hungry again. Alright, he's hungry again. That's 2 for you. That's 2 for you. And now we wait. Alright, you're hungry again. That's 3 for you. That's 3 for you. So... Ooh. I'm gonna have to come back here because I don't have a key. Ideally, I would want a hook shot across there, but I don't have the key that I need. This is a key. That will be the boss key that I definitely need before getting to the boss of this dungeon. Piece of power. So here we have this room again. I'm just going to ignore these guys. And this is the one where we needed these brought up. Now you might be thinking, but this is still locked. How am I supposed to get around that? The answer is quite simple. You can walk on these pegs, which means all we have to do is jump. And we're up there. This should give me, I believe, another key. No. This gives me secret medicine. But I've already got it, so I'm going to put it back. And I don't feel like trying to waste it. So, let's see here. I've got to go out, up once more. And through this secret passage. There we go. Did that one right that time. It didn't fall. Alright, I gotta go up and around. Luckily, these things are already set, so I don't have to worry about that. This should be the Big Eye Passage. Oh no, the Thwimps. Alright. Going south here. Out this door. And now we're back. Hook shot across. Unlock the block. So, this treasure chest is, like, locked. The trick here is throw a pot at it. And we get the Nightmare Key, which I believe he tells you something about it. To open a treasure chest, use the pots around it. But they don't even try and hide that. It's very blunt, plain, forward, simple. Just... Can you not open the treasure chest that's right here? Throw a pot at it. Alright. Once more through all of this. Skip past that. Go down the hole. Jump all through this. Oh. 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 And now here, we're gonna go down. So, we have to get rid of all the enemies in here, which, that should do it. Got him. And now we get ready for the boss fight. Interesting thing about this room. There's 2 torches that aren't lit. If you take the time to light them both, it kills those and turns them into fairies. Just in case you need a little bit of health right before the boss. Alright, and in here we have... Facade. Hey, dummy, need a hint? My weak point is... Oh, whoops, there I go talking too much again. So, this would actually be a recurring character, like boss, on Game Boy games. I forgot that his stupid plates... There we go. There we go. I gave him a nose. Boom. And just like that, he's defeated. Okay, listen up. If the Windfish wakes up, everything on the island will be gone forever. And I do mean everything. So that's another dungeon down. 2 more to go. The Coral Triangle. Mountain. Taps for red mana. Something calls from the mountains. Hey, it's our good buddy Spoiler Owl coming back to make another appearance. Ooh, the many monsters of this island fear that the windfish is about to awaken. The monster's power is real. They may conquer the island and destroy their foes. That day may come soon. Now, go to the mountain tower. Fly like a bird. Hoot! Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Alright. So we're getting down to the final bits of this, and I'm just gonna dash right through a lot of it. First things up, we gotta go get a new best friend. So, with the level 2 bracelets, we can push aside this weather vane to find a staircase. And under here is the legendary rooster. He ain't looking too good, but we went and got this melody. Oop, accidentally jumped off there. That can liven up unliving things. And that's the only time we'll ever use that song. Wow, the rooster has recovered. He seems very friendly. And so now we have the legendary flying rooster. Alright, so next on our trip, we gotta start climbing the mountain. Oh, it won't let me go with him. Oh, I'm on the wrong song. Okay. There we go. So, we will go up here to Dampé's shack. And begin our ascent. Something here. There we go. Seashell. What does that put us at? 32. 8 more. Oh, yep, that's advertisement for Dampé's shack. Hey! Feel like I haven't seen Spoiler Owl in enough time, so here he is. Hoot, hoot, your path is not easy, but you are almost there. Go east, the windfish is getting restless. Rosebud was the name of the sleigh. Alright, just making sure there's nothing up there. Chicken did not want to get out of the way. So, the legendary rooster is an interesting companion because when you lift it, I just threw it. When you lift it, you can essentially fly. Which we will be making great use of that later. For the time being, we don't particularly need rooster flight ability. I can show you here. Fly over this. And 50 rupees is our reward. We don't have to dash past all that. We can just fly over it. And we're back up here where we accessed the 4th dungeon, which, if I remember correctly, there is a seashell hiding in the water. Yeah, I see you. Got it. I got it. So once again, this is a bombable wall that wasn't portrayed as such in the original version, that you just kind of had to figure out on your own. And it brings you to the secret treasure room. This room is weird, because if you don't open all the treasure chests on your first go, you don't get to get the ones that you missed. So let me think about this. What am I going to do here? I think I want to do this. As you open them, the chests give you better and better prizes. So this doesn't hurt anything. No? I wonder if they changed... See, now there I've sealed myself out. That's right. The trick to this was you don't want to open any treasure chest on your first run through. You want to get them on your way back. Otherwise, it was impossible. But now when I go back in there, all the treasure chests should be empty. Because that's how the puzzle works. Oh no, it just resets. Okay. Interesting. I don't remember this being like this. That was mean. Nope, that's not right. Alright, let's try this again. So, I'm not going to open any of these treasure chests until I have them all revealed. So if I do this, this, that, that. Okay. So I'm actually kind of curious, is this a puzzle about the order that you have to open these in? Or do they all just spawn a monster? Nope, okay. That's what it is. It's 4 monsters, the 5th one you open will be money. Again, in the Game Boy version, it was very different in that you would open and get like 1 rupee, then 5 rupees, then 10 rupees, then 20 rupees, then 50 rupees, or something like that. But you had to open them all in one go. And the secret to it was you would wait until after, and then, you would get the rewards on your way back. So this hole, I could drop down, and it would take me to that cave down there, which we've already gotten a piece of heart from, and I don't intend to ever drop down there. I actually ended up going the wrong way through all of this, so now I need to do some backtracking. I was headed towards the dungeon. I need the key to open it. Which I believe is in here. So all of this looks fine. Nothing spectacularly daunting about this. We'll go over here, and it's blocked off. But there's the key that we need. So, if we take this, we can fly around all these rocks. And we need to fly around this giant pit. And the key is ours. And there we go. So now we will fly back around and get on out of this cave. Which I believe we can just push some of these rocks so we don't have to fly all the way around. Alright. Up here we have the Chicken Man, which I believe if we had come up here the first time, he tells us about the legendary rooster. Alright, we can go over this bridge some. And there's a secret seashell. So there we can see the dungeon that we're trying to get to. I love the music for the mountain range, Tall Tall Heights. Alright, so now that we got the key, we just gotta go back around and up to the dungeon. One more cave, which I believe this cave will have us using the rooster to fly. No, this might just be the hook shot. Right, you have the option of using the rooster or the hook shot, because if you want to travel back here after you've completed the dungeon, you would need the hook shot to come back. So here we have a cave back here, which I believe is just a fairy fountain. Oh, okay. So there's a bombable door that was also down there. That's the fairy fountain. This is the actual passageway that will lead us to the dungeon. So now, we just have to unlock it. And let's get this started. This is my favorite dungeon. This one I feel is the most creative. It's fun, and I would love to see more things like what this dungeon does in future Zelda entries. Right, so we can't do anything on this side. And there's a key. And here we're introduced to a new enemy, the Gibdo, that doesn't really get phased by our sword attacks. This dungeon's gonna have a lot of the blue and orange color swapping, as you can see here. And this orb is going to be a very big mechanic in this dungeon. I'm just gonna leave that right there for right now. Grab it and squeak through here. So you can see that there's a column here that looks pretty damaged. Let's just go ahead and break that. So next, I need to put it on the other side of that blue thing. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to ferry that guy. He's getting on my nerves. And I have a bottle to put him in. Alright. So next we drop this one. We drop this one. Nope. Go away for a second. We drop this one. Then we drop this one. Alright. Tricky, but manageable. That gets us the map. So this is where this is going to get interesting. I might be able to do some things before. Okay, so here we have another of those pillars. So I'm just going to take the ball that we had put down here, throw it over the gap, and break the pillar. So that is 2. Toss the ball over there. Go ahead and swap this. And now, see, I can't go back that way, but I know there's a treasure chest down there. I can push this now. So here we see another pillar, which I actually think I might... Oh, I've already thrown it down. So now if I want to get that, I'd have to come back, which I can do. So if I fall through these holes, it actually takes me down a floor. So now I can go back up through here. And now I can get to this treasure chest, which I happen to know is the dungeon item. We get the mirror shield. And that appears to be all I can do here for now. Unless I do some shenanigans. Okay. So... Right. Haven't seen those guys in a hot minute. And that's 3 hearts. And it opens a treasure chest. That's the important part. I need that treasure chest there so that I can hook shot onto it later. And a boss fight. Haven't seen this guy since the second dungeon. And 4 hits is all it takes to knock him down. And we get a key for our trouble. Alright. Go ahead and go through this one-way door. Stand in the corner and just block this with my shield. I don't like that. He's stuck in an infinite loop down there. Alright, so there's a bombable wall here, but also this pillar that we will need to eventually break. And there's another pillar. So I believe I did this slightly out of order, but that's fine. It'll all work out in the end. So we got some bombs. I'll take this up. There's pillar number 3. So now the tricky part is I have no way of getting that ball back. So now I have to reset it. Which again, it's not super problem. It's just I did it slightly out of order. I was supposed to do the one to the north above that above that pillar I broke. But all in due time, we will have the last one here in a second, and that will unlock the next floor up of this dungeon. Which I actually think is a really nifty concept. That you actually start this dungeon with a floor almost entirely inaccessible. So, swap that. Kill you. Come back in here. Lower that. Take this. So we'll throw it up here. Carry it through this room. It bounced off the wall and into the hole. On the plus side, I don't really have to go very far to get it back. The blue is down, so I can just backtrack right there. This is just a little annoying. Alright, so once more, through there. Ow. Push that down. Through here. Down here. You know what? Let's, there we go. Just make sure that we're away from the wall. Nope. There we go. I believe this should be the compass. All right. So here we see another Nintendo property. That is Kirby. Okay, I cannot go this way right now. I have to go... Oh, seriously? Die. This could work. Oh, I should have had that. Oh, can I not make that jump? It's 4 blocks. I can't make that jump. And I am stuck here. Unless I play the Mambo song. But that's okay. I will warp to the entrance. Because I believe I can go this way now. Yes, I can. Real quick while I'm here, I'm just gonna go get this treasure chest. So, there's a treasure chest all the way up here. It's a secret seashell. And you just have to know the right hole to fall into to get it. There's another one up in the top left corner, or top right corner. But I believe it's just more of the Crazy Tracy potion. And I can't accept that currently. I don't have to wait for them. And here we are. 4th pillar down. I like that they show the tower collapsing in on itself. Alright, we no longer have a need for the orb. So now I just need to get here. Which means falling down here. And backtracking. So this would be the fall that I would take if I want the other treasure chest. Right. And here are the stairs that led me up. So I still haven't viewed any of these 3 rooms, and I can go into them, but I don't think there's really much of anything there. I believe this is the sub-boss, the mini-boss for this dungeon. Yep. And this is an interesting concept here. Hey, Runt, you think you can take me? Alright, boys, get this punk out of my face. So he summons these, like, little winged creatures to attack you. And if you kill them all in one round, then he basically gets upset and leaves. You lousy so-and-so, those creeps were some of my best friends. You'll pay. I'll never forget you. And he then turns into the boss. And this opens up a treasure chest. And in this treasure chest is the boss key. Get the heart back. So, the previous room I was in would just take me around to here. Get rid of that. Now, I believe here. And here. No. Below it. Here. Treasure chest. So this has more secret medicine. But I've already got it, so I'll put it back. Now I don't remember what's in that other secret hole, and I kind of want to go find out. But I'm thinking not. I can always re-enter the dungeon and get it. Actually, I'll go ahead and do it. I'm here. There's easy way... Well, I said there was an easy way back to it, but there's... some trickiness here. I could fall here. Multiple fall. Okay, so this would put me back towards the rooms that I haven't explored yet. So there's a key there. Which would make sense, because there's two key, there's a key block in the second floor that I haven't opened, and a key block in the third floor that I kind of ignored. So it makes sense for it to be two keys. You actually don't need them, as I've kind of shown. Key. Alright, so let's go back now. And we'll just head straight up to the boss. So now I shouldn't need to change that, because I now have the key for this key block. I can just go up and drop down. And I can't get through here. Right, I do need to hit this. Bow and arrow. I'll leave the bow and arrow on. And yeah, see, the other key is right there. Which again, I can go unlock it just for posterity's sake, to say that I've got it unlocked. But there's no true benefit here from that. Come around here. Jump on one of those guys to fill out my hearts. And hook shot across. Alright, so now this will take us to the boss. The boss is outside the castle. Oh, it's this guy again. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna make you wish you were never born. Evil Eagle. So if you fall off of here, it essentially resets the battle. You used to be able to hit him with the hook shot, and it would deal damage. There we go. Got in a few good hits. Okay. Come on. Boy, he's not wanting to attack me right now. Nope. And there we go. My energy gone. I lost. But you will be lost too if the windfish wakes. Same as me. You are in his dream. And victory leap. And now this door opens, so we go in here and claim our next instrument. The Organ of Evening Calm. Alright, so now there's only one dungeon left. The music of the ocarina leads. Oh, I guess we do use that song more than once. The frog song. So, you could jump off of here, and it drops you off in that hole. And we don't want that. So we're going to take a slightly lengthier route back. We now definitely have enough rupees to get the stone plate from the store. But like I said, I'm not really going for 100% in this. And at 36 seashells, it's looking like we may not, without me having to go hunt them down, get to the upgraded sword. Which is fine. With the red mail, I don't super need the upgraded sword. And here we're going to see... Oh. Oh, right. I guess I have to do it from here, huh? There we go. Oh. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so that's 37. Only need 3 more now. Let's go ahead and zip across here. Oh, hey, look, it's Marin. Somebody, help! Hey, Link! Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. Zip. Yo, that was a surprise. Link, thank you. Say, Link, I don't know how to say this, but...
Oi!
Marin! Huh? Taryn? never mind. I gotta go. See, in the Game Boy game, you don't get to see her jump down this cliff. She just walks off the screen. And there's Spoiler Owl. Link knew he was coming. Ooh, that girl sang her song in front of the egg. The Ballad of Windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the Windfish? The next science instrument is in the west. Play your melodies so the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage, the Windfish waits for you. Hoot! I'm out of spoilers. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Soylent Green is people. Yeah, so Spoiler Owl will get a good one in. All right. So a long time ago, I mentioned that there was a heart piece that we saw that we wouldn't be getting for a while, and this is the heart piece. So we are at half. I know where one other heart piece is that I think we'll get before the end of this run. And then we'll get a heart container. I believe there's 4 tied to Dombe. So I mean, there's a lot that we're missing. And now we dodge boulders. Come on. There's another seashell. Alright, so that's going to put us at 38. Yeah, 38. I looked at my, my magic powder for a second. Speaking of magic powder, let's open up this treasure chest, and then we'll go down here and revisit an old friend. We know what this setup means. Hey, kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Fine, I'll let you have more arrows. Are you ready? Yeah. Get it over with, bud. You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Take care. See you again. No, you won't. All my consumables have been upgraded. I will never see you again. Have a good one, bud. Oh, you know what? There's a piece of heart over here, isn't there? Yeah. Forgot that they added one here. Okay. So we will finish off this heart container before the end of the run, but there will still be essentially 2, so 8 pieces of heart that we won't have gotten. Now there is no key to go find to unlock this dungeon. We just have to get past this flamethrower, which our mirror shield handles just fine. And there's a warp point. Oh, sounds like a seashell. And I see the spot. That is 39. And here we have the entrance to the dungeon. Time to play our music. Oh, right. I forgot they changed it. Come on. Ah. I was a little too early on trying to get that one. But that's okay. Now I believe I can hit him with my sword. Yeah. Alright, one more should do it. Oh. I did get my spin attack off. There we go. And that opens up for us Turtle Rock. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then I will be back to finish up this last dungeon. Alright. I'm back, so now we can get this finished up. Ah. Do I want to go and try and get a last seashell somewhere? Let's look at the map. Where could I think of there might be a seashell? I know where a seashell is. I'll go get the last seashell, get the sword upgrade, and then we'll go back to the dungeon. Because I can also swap out the shovel for the boomerang. Here we go. In the tree. Alright. So that is 40 seashells. So before I warp over there, let's go ahead and I'll show you guys the swap out, because I should no longer need my shovel. So I'll just go ahead and swap this out now while I'm here, rather than have to go deal with it later and make a return trip. And in here is a friendly moblin. Found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it for what you have in your X or Y button. If you want to trade, press X or Y. Okay, so I need to put the shovel. Alright, so I will trade. If you want the item, trade me again, come back. And we get the boomerang. Boomerang is the strongest weapon in the game, which is odd, but true. It stuns and deals damage. Oops. There we go. So now, to the Seashell Mansion. And this should be our last visit here, as we will be getting the upgraded sword. 5 and 10. Raise your sword overhead. I shall grant you new power. Now there are additional 10 hid out in the world. You got the Koholint sword. You should put your name on it right away. Alright, immediately get out of here. And let's go. We're all geared up. We're ready to go to the final dungeon. So now, at full power, we shoot sword beams. Which again, not necessary, but nice. I'm just gonna ignore you. And here we have Turtle Rock. So that enemy is actually really annoying. And that's actually one of the better runs I've had fighting him. Alright, down here. So this is the largest dungeon in this game by far. It is only one floor, but it's so massive with so many interconnecting passageways that it's very easy to get lost. Let's go ahead and take out that Beamos so I don't have to deal with it. And we're going to see a lot of mini-bosses. So here's the return of this one. And there we had it. Once I got the ball, I never let him have it back. Well, I kind of let him have it back. I believe this is just... yeah. So the interesting thing about the level 2 sword, we can now cut pots. Which is just really nice. So there's the beak. This is a very interesting mechanic to this dungeon, are these platform makers. And the goal, and almost any time you see one, especially in a room like this, the goal is to make it fill up... oh, I almost had it. The goal is to make it fill up the black area, or the lava in some rooms. Nope, that's gonna be wrong. It can be kind of finicky, which makes it weird. There we go. And that rewards us with a key. And I'm going to go ahead and bomb here. Because in this room is a switch. We will only ever need it to be hit once. And that takes care of that. Now, we haven't seen what's in that room over there, but I'm not going to go there yet. Back in here, I just need to cross now, so I'll just make a bridge. This takes us back into this room with a slime. And now we're back where we started. I'm just going to ignore him. Get rid of the BMO so I can kill these ropes better. And here we go. So we just saw this guy in the last dungeon. 2 hits. So we're basically attacking at 4 times strength right now. Alright, so here we're going to see another example of fill in all the holes. And that one's pretty simple. And as a reward, we just get 20 rupees. Simple puzzle, simple reward. I believe up here we're going to need, yeah, the dungeon weapon to access this room. And I don't think there's anything down that's worth, like, super going out of my way for. Oh, could be. No, 50 rupees. Which, again, kind of swimming in rupees now. Another mini-boss. Haven't seen this guy since Dungeon 1. He never even got to the other side of the room. Alright, so here we have this guy again. Oh. And this gets us another key. Alright, we're doing well with keys. Our map is starting to flesh out. And there's the compass. Easy enough. Alright, so let's backtrack out of here. Oh, I'll grab the heart. So now we won't need to come back to this whole corner until we need to get this, which we can come in from the north to get that. But as you can see, there's stuff like all the way up there. Luckily, the dungeon map is right around the corner here. So I'll go ahead and get that real quick. So I don't know if you noticed, but the series of platforms we just made in the lava disappeared. But that's okay, because I believe one of these blocks, this one, we can push into the lava. So now, as you can see, it's turtle-shaped, very large. We've opened up the bottom pretty much entirely. So now we just have to explore this northern part. Which, for this reason, I want to go here. Push this block. And here we needed a key. So, this is a secret that it doesn't show, but I know that's a bomb of a wall. And I happen to know there's a bomb of a wall. Go ahead and take out this P-hat. So there's another key in this room, which, good. We'll never run out of the need for keys for a bit. Shoot the statue in the eye. We get a key. Down here's a little item refresher room. Hearts, arrows, and bombs. Alright, let's go ahead and get this chest in here. Nothing too crazy. Jump around that corner so I don't have to take a longer backtrack. Alright. So, beating him, we can see there's a pathway here that we're going to need to get to. Beating him allows us to snag this treasure chest. 50 rupees. Again, not anything impressive. But there is a pathway up. And this is where we start getting into some of the interesting things of this dungeon. So this takes us outside. And there's the piece of heart that I was saying I knew we would be getting, which will give us a heart container. And so at the end of this, we will be missing only 2 heart containers. Activate the warp pad, but don't use it. And bring us around to another section of the dungeon. So this is probably one of the most annoying fights. Oh. There we go. The idea is we want to kill these guys from up top. That's 2 on that one. Oh, come on. Alright, well, there's 3 on 1. Which way you going, bud? Going this way. So there's one. Two. And three. The reason we wanted to kill them from up here is because it spawns a treasure chest up here. So if you killed them down there, you would have to leave, come back, and then get the treasure chest. For another key. Speaking of another key... It now only takes 2 hits to kill those, instead of the 3 I think it took before. And we got our key. How do I want to do this now? I'll go down here. Oh, I've already got the bombs equipped. Okay, so I don't want to grab these just yet because I'm about to use some bombs. Oh. I hate it. Nope, it gave it to me anyways. Okay. So we blow that up. And now we have access to this room. Go ahead and use a key. So this will bring us back around to where we were in here. We'll use a key up here, which will give us access to up to this ledge. Hook shot over, use a key. We can go down this staircase. And the first of many lava tunnels. And I managed to get out of there. Alright, so... that's not what I wanted. Oh, I left the dungeon. So this guy is annoying. If he hits you with a certain attack, it actually will, bring you back to the start of the dungeon. But we don't have to hit him very many times for him to just be finished off. Alright, so I am immediately going to have to take this warp. I forgot that we went out of the dungeon for that one little set of rooms. And so now we have to come over here. So I bombed this wall from the other side. Here's where that crystal is. So now we'll go down here. Make our bridge. And just get back to the entrance, where we will take the warp right back to that room, so that we can claim our reward for beating Blano. Blano was the name of the punching guy. He actually shows up in Oracle of Seasons on the Game Boy Color. And he's a bit friendlier. But, just as annoying. And our last weapon, the Magic Rod. Now you can burn things. Burn it all down. Alright, so... let's see, where do I want to go next? I have 2 keys, and there are 2 locked doors that I can see. And I honestly believe we don't ever need to go to the locked doors. I'm going to go back this way because there are some things that I would like to do. Ooh. I got kind of rushed there. Like I really felt like, oh, I really want to make it past that. And I may have gone a little faster than I would have liked. Ah. Alright, so the goal we're trying to get to is the room to the left. However, we can't get there currently. Ooh. I don't know that I want to use this key. Oh, yeah. I'm fine. I was like, I don't know that I want to use this key here. It don't matter. So what I wanted to come up here for was to get this. I have now found this in, like, the past 3 dungeons. Boy, they expect me to take a lot of hits. But we can start traversing out. Let's go. So this is the room that the other... I could use a key to get out of here, but I don't want to. Because I still need 1 key for something else. So, where do I want to go from here? How to best get to where I need? Straight across. So you can see where this dungeon can get very confusing very fast. Just in how much there is. Alright. So we had been in this room before, but we weren't able to get anything from here. However, now we have the fire rod, which can light things on fire from afar. And I believe this should get us the last of the keys in the dungeon. Yeah, so now I don't have to worry about whether or not I want to unlock a locked door, because I have all the keys. That said, now we have to figure out how to get to the room with the boss key, and where is the pathway to the boss. So I know that it's in, like, there's these 2 here, this pathway and this pathway. 1 leads to up here and 1 leads to right there. Let's see if I can remember which one takes me where I need to go first. I will start with this one. I think this is the right one. I liked these tricky ice puzzles where you had to figure out which ones to melt. Yes, this was exactly the one I needed to get to. And here we have the return of another mini-boss from Dungeon 4. I don't want to do it there. Alright, so maybe 1 more hit? Nope. 2 more hits. There we go. Alright. And here we have another one of these puzzles where we just have to fill in the floor. Oh. There we go. And there's the boss key. So now we'll go back to that other staircase that I pointed out earlier. That'll take us to the boss. And we're almost done with this game. Hi, Vire. So this enemy, it's just a kind of regular enemy here, Vire. He comes back as a recurring enemy in Oracle of Ages and Seasons. And he's just as annoying there. Where am I going? I'm gonna go this way. Drop down here. Just making my way kind of back towards the entrance so that I can get back to that last staircase. Oh, right. And here we go. So this room is rather tricky. How do I want to do this? Yes. Ow. So ideally, I have to fall and shoot the fire rod to open up that pathway. Like that. And there we go. This one is a little bit trickier. Right. I need to do the bottom row and up right here. Because I have to be able to get up to these ones. And there we go. We are out of that little connector tunnel and right outside the boss room. For the final boss, I'm just gonna swap these. Crackle, whoosh, you're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens. And here we have Hothead. Odd choice, but we beat Hothead with more fire. I am not hitting everything. Oh, gosh. There we go. And phase 2. And down he goes. Crack! Why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream. Now, time to go and collect that last musical instrument. Heart container. the Thunder Drum. Egg. The egg on the mountain calls. All right, let's go. Oh. So, first things first. We have to go back to the village. So there's a book in the library that we're going to need to read. We could have read it at any point after we got the magnifying glass, but it will be very helpful for this next part of the game. All right. So, there was this book here that we tried to read it earlier in the game, and it said, oh no, it's too weird. Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint. Do you really want to read it? Yes. Round and round the passageways of the egg. Right up, left up, right, up, up. Right up, left, up, up. This book reeks of secrets. So that is the path that we have to take once we get inside the Windfish's egg. Which is what we're going to go do right now. Our last warp up to Dampe's shack. Dampe. And here we go, up this one section of the game we haven't been to yet. Spoiler Owl. Ooh, the Windfish sleeps long and dreamily in the egg above. When you play the 8 instruments of the sirens in front of the egg, he will awaken. This, my friend, is the only way for you to leave the island. Alright, have fun, Spoiler Owl. I think we maybe see him one more time. Alright, so real quick, just to get it mapped off, there is the full map. So let's hide the markers. I'll move my cursor way down here. Get a nice look at the full map. I actually really like the map for this game. And I need to swap to Marin's song. I'll let you guys enjoy this little cutscene. And now, Spoiler Owl again. The time has come. The Windfish awaits. Enter the egg. Hoot hoot. Oh, you're not gonna leave or spoil anything for me? You're just gonna stay there? Okay. Alright. And so here, we fall into the Windfish's dungeon. So now it was, let's see, right, up, left, up, left, left, up, up. Don't you just love that wet pitter patter? Alright, let's go. Time to fight the final boss of the game. We were born of nightmares. To take over this world, we made the Windfish sleep endlessly. If the Windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place, but you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble! The darkness was within us all along. What is the first one? Right. So, remember this guy from the color dungeon. We gotta hit him with magic powder. And there we go. First phase down. What's next? Aghanim. So this is basically Aghanim from A Link to the Past. Just return his shots right back at him. Oh. Can't return those ones. Should only have, I think, one more hit before he's down. Ah. So he doesn't do his lightning attack that he does in the Link to the Past. This is Moldhorn? Yep. Return of the Hamburger. Wait for his tail to turn red. No? Oh. Crazy Moldorm. And there we go. So next is Ganon? Yes. Ganon from A Link to the Past. Oh, I'm stuck in the corner there. Alright, got off some hits there. The thing is you can only hurt him with spin attacks. See, like, regular attacks there didn't do anything. Down he goes. So next, I believe, is just going to be the Shadow Snake. He's very quick. but he's weak to the fire rod. And now we move on to the final form. The true form, you could say. So essentially all you really have to do here is jump over his arms and shoot him in the eye. You might notice the arms are getting a little off sync. Doesn't matter, he's already dead. This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world. And with that, we have defeated the final boss. Link, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. And with 0 deaths. Which means you guys are going to get to see the secret ending. It's not really that secret. Haha, 'twas me. I was the windfish the entire time. Turns out windfish just means bird. Hoot. Young lad, I mean Link, the hero. You have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. As part of the windfish spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day the nightmares entered the dream and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Link, came to rescue the island. I've always trusted in your courage. I knew that you could turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Link. My work is done. The windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. Hoot. And there's the windfish. I am the windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, an egg appeared. It was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world. But verily it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday thou may recall this island. That memory makes the dream world real. Come, Link. Let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the Song of Awakening. Alright, I'll go do another little cutscene here. And that's the end of the game. We get to see that the windfish is in fact real, even though the island of Koholint that we just spent so much time exploring was not. So yeah, I have beaten this game more times than I can imagine. And I still just have a blast every time I play through it. Like I said in my last video, and I'll say it again, this was the first video game I ever beat. And I did that in part because I used to share a save file with my mom when I played this on the Game Boy, as a very tiny child. And as a very tiny child often does, I accidentally deleted that save file when my mom was in Turtle Rock, the last dungeon of the game. And so I worked very hard to get all the way back there so that I could restore what I had made my mother lose. And by the time it took me to get back there, as a child that didn't really know anything, I didn't have the internet, I didn't have walkthroughs, I just had to figure it out. And it took me quite a while. Long enough that by the time I got back there, my mom really didn't have any interest in playing the game anymore. And so I went on to beat it. I didn't have much left, clearly, as you could see. It only took me 30 minutes after I beat that dungeon to get to where I am here at the credits. And on the Game Boy, it was probably even less, but regardless, it was the first game I ever beat. And it definitely won't be the last. I have since gone on to have beaten every single Legend of Zelda game, including the 3 for the Philips CDI. I don't recommend playing those, they're awful. I'm not going to stream those for sure. But it's a great series. There have been some that I don't care for. There have been some that I will love forever. But for right now, I think it's time to get to see the secret ending that you get for this game when you beat it with 0 deaths. I'll go ahead and turn off my webcam. So here comes the secret ending. So that last little scene there after the end only shows up if you beat this with 0 deaths, and it's supposed to imply that Marin became a seagull, which is a reference back to the date that Link and Marin have, where she sits at the beach and she talks about becoming, if she could be a seagull, she would fly and explore the world just to get off the island. Alright, so I'll go ahead and I'll save my completion of the game. And that's going to take us back to the start. So that was The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Thank you to all of the people that came and watched. Thanks to Lady Liliana for coming by and say hi. And for the people that are watching this on YouTube, I'm going to be streaming The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD the day it comes out, which will be July 16th. If you wanna come out and watch that, absolutely, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be playing it without the motion controls because I don't want to be doing this on stream the whole time. So it'll be interesting for sure. But yes, for those on YouTube, come check out my streams live. The link to my Twitch channel will be in the description below. And if you are watching this on Twitch, the link to my YouTube is in my bio below. And you can watch all of my previous streams there. So, till next time, YouTube, I hope you all have a good one.